It's going to be an interesting start to our trip on to Friday Harbor because I'm not sure if the boat's going to be able to find the dock.
A lot many more people on the ferry today than last time we went. But everybody seems to be masked up and following all the rules.
We're just about to begin our ride. The fog is finally cleared and the sun is out. It's pretty comfortable. I think we're heading towards Roche Harbor. We'll probably stop at Reuben Tarte.
The San Juan Islands remind me an awful lot of the archipelago around Stockholm in Sweden, and also the island Gotland where I was born and spent quite a few summers with my grandparents growing up.
This is a beach that was that we were informed about by a former city administrator for Friday Harbor. It's kind of a secret. If I thought more people were going to watch this video, I probably wouldn't say the name, but it's Reuben Tarte. As you can see, there's two separate bays. We've only been down here when a few people have been here, but they usually come and go, so it's a pretty private place. It'd be nice if we had the car here. We could stay here all day. It's a pretty impressive site close to Roche Harbor. This is the mausoleum for the John McMillin family. There's a lot of Masonic symbolism in here. I'm not going to try to explain it because I'm not a Freemason, but it's a pretty cool monument to his family. It was supposed to have a dome. Paul, his son, decided that they didn't want to spend the money or couldn't afford the money. Either way, it didn't get built. But it looks, I think, even more impressive without it. The Hotel de Haro was built in 1886 by John McMillin, the guy whose mausoleum we were just at. But in 1956, all of this property was bought by Reuben Tarte. The man the park we were at was named after. This is where most of the kayak tours launch from. It's an excellent place to get around the side that way where most of the whale watching occurs. Making a little pit stop in San Juan County Park. This is a place where we used to stop and kind of rest because there's a couple of big hills right after this. Of course, this time we're not too worried about the hills because we have these e-bikes and we have some assist. It looks like I'm at least at 4 bars and presumably Barrett's somewhere in that range, so we have plenty of power to help us up over the hills. We're going to try to make Cattle Point today. This is a replica of one of the lime kilns that used to be in this area for which this park was named. This is Lime Kiln State Park. We're heading for the lighthouse in a minute. This is one of John McMillin, which is another link back to John from the mausoleum and from Roche Harbor and everywhere else in this island apparently. This lighthouse was built in 1919, and it's another one of those locations that we have a Christina painting from. This location is also one of the best places in the world, reportedly, for watching whales. From May through September, they get gray whales, orca whales, and minke whales. Some pretty interesting views with all those little islands out there. We're in the southern tip of San Juan Island. Right on the other side of that hill is the Cattle Point Lighthouse. I guess Cattle Point got named because the Hudson Bay Company used to have a cattle ranch down here. Right over there on the other side, just below Mount Baker, is Shark's Reef.
You're saying that clear off mountainside there, or hillside, whatever that's right?
Yep. Right where that boat is right now.
Right below the Mount Baker.
Yep.
That's Shark's Reef, huh?
We've ridden both bicycles and scooters around San Juan Island several times. The e-bikes seem to be the best of both worlds. They make easy work of the hills like the scooter, but the quiet, peaceful ride of the bicycle. We just finished a almost 50-mile bike ride around San Juan Island on e-bikes. It was a great ride. I think maybe the only issue was that we're still on winter ferry schedule, so we were cut a little bit short. We didn't get to stop as long as we wanted at all the places, but we got to see everything we wanted to see, so it was all good. We saw a lot of deer on the island, which isn't unusual, but in Cattle Point we saw 2 red foxes. We didn't even know they had foxes on the island.